Hello, my lovely, luscious Leos. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of December. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. So, this is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had Maria Callas. So, I don't know anything about her, but her attitude is compromise is the enemy of perfection. So it looks like there has been, this energy of understanding that every time you've had to compromise your morals or your beliefs, that has really stopped you from perfecting the version that you believe is your perfect self. Okay, the lifestyle is befriend your inner serpent. So this right, your inner serpent is your Kundalini energy. So it definitely feels like you are working with Kundalini, right? This is what is being cleansed, and your Kundalini is the, will to create, to make something, whether it is a child or any sort of physical manifestation. So it looks like some of you might be working with sex magic. And we have inspiration. So you cannot survive on sensation alone. And, the 5 physical senses can go so far. But when it comes to other things that you want to do in life, it seems like your Kundalini needs to be used for more than just physical pleasure, Leo. So it's time, because we had the 3 of Pentacles come up. And this is the card of work, of creation, of a third party, whether the third party is, it's using their own feminine and masculine energy to birth a creative project, right? No matter what it is, if it's something that you are collabing with someone and creating, could be. The collaboration can be with spirit and with canvas, right? It doesn't matter how your threesome's going, so to speak. Oof, Leo, okay. I'm glad to see that you're enjoying Sagittarius season, okay. We have death in reverse. And so I feel like there are some things in the past that aren't dead, right? It's the undead, basically. We still have Mercury in Scorpio, and Venus is now in Scorpio on the day that, Sagittarius, the sun went in Sag. Venus moved to Scorpio season, So Scorpio season's not technically over yet, right? But yeah, because death is in reverse, I feel like some of these things might be coming back from the past that you are maybe repeating. And then we had slight intrusion. So it looks like there is some sort of intrusion on your heart chakra, and it has to do at the root. So as you can see, he's coming out of the roots, and it's really causing, there's an intrusion in your safety that's influencing your heart. So this could be, eating, sleeping, drinking, and whatever is making you feel safe, right? That's your root chakra. But root chakra is also unawakened Kundalini. So it does look like things are coming out, but there's still a slight intrusion on your heart, which is why, all of this creative energy is just going to somebody else rather than, creating things from it. And Hoots is using Proclaim the Night. So it does look like you really have proclaimed back your night, taken back the night, like gone through the dark night of the soul and been like, all right, well now I can see in the dark, motherfucker, and I'm about to fly around and I don't give a shit about your tower. Woo, Leo. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Well, that's amazing. So we have Maria Callas, United States, 1923 to 1977. Maria Callas thrilled and flounced her way to divadom. Hell yeah, she did. Her extraordinary voice, sublime interpretations of classic opera canon, and extravagant and tempestuous nature earning her the title La Divina. Ooh, the divine. Yes. Leo, you've been going through your divine feminine awakening like for a while, and yeah, La Divina. Born a New Yorker and raised in Greece, she took the straight-laced opera world by storm. In return, many of the denizens and dignitaries of the world prostrated themselves adorningly at her feet. Callas was undoubtedly the first opera singer to be equipped with all the ingredients of international celebrity. Charisma, glamour, wealth. She had it all. An occasionally divisive figure, her life touched with scandal and tragedy, Caius accepted both brickbats and bouquets with the same imperial howder. Wow. So she was definitely a badass. I mean, she, you know, lived 1923 to 1977, but, you know, it says that her, I mean, she had everything, right? And Leos, you know, you got everything. La Divina. But the thing is, you know, it talks about her being occasionally divisive, and she was touched with scandal and tragedy. So it sounds like she got mixed up in some, you know, people who weren't that great for her, right? Things that, you know, weren't, yeah, that great that happened, right? Touched by tragedy. That is very sad. Let's see. I have a iPod with 14,000 songs. We are also doing Shufflemancy this month. So there will be a link and at the end of the video to the playlist for the month of December that have music messages for you. I also have a bunch of books on tape on here, most of which are philosophy, religion, spirituality, molecular biology, and yeah, basically theoretics mostly. So I thought it was a good time because it is Sagittarius season. So let's see, starting us off with the shuffle is Hanging Around the Cardigans, Gran Turismo. So it seems like someone's just been hanging around, whether it's you trying to hang around on someone else or, you know, someone's just been kind of lurking in your energy space. But yes, welcome to Sagittarius season, Leo. It looks like you're doing a lot better from last time. That's awesome to see. So, you know, Sagittarius season is all about philosophy, academia, wisdom, spirituality, religion, culture, and also luck and abundance. So Sagittarius rules all things that are based on perspective, right? The subjective. And perhaps the only objective reality, which is that everything is subjective, right? It's those annoying, you know, philosophical nuances that Sagittarius really embodies here. And these are the type of deterministic approaches to things that shape how we see our world and make us biased in the most innocent ways. So this season, we are going to be taking a look at what philosophy you are stuck in that no longer serves you and how it is blocking your luck and abundance. And then in the extended, we're going to take a look into a new philosophy that can help you with whatever you're trying to manifest for yourself. Looks like some creative projects or work. But yeah, you know what? No, it was not work. It was creative projects. Yeah. And yeah. Then we will look at some advice on how to bring in the luck and abundance, and then we'll do some oracles in the extended as well. So, yeah, I'm also going to be doing the Shufflemancy. Like I said, there will be a link to that also in the extended. The link will be in the description box below and all that info. So we are bound to experience a little bit of culture here. So this spread and the Shufflemancy is available during Sagittarius season. I am booking 15 of these spreads at $55.55, but the first 10 people will get it at $44.44 with an $11.11 discount. So email me. Leo, you guys are 7th in line this month. So before I start putting the spreads on Instagram, I'm uploading, you know, giving everyone a little. So I will also be dropping some videos on teaching tarot. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested in learning about how to read your own tarot cards. All right, Leo, let's see what philosophy no longer serves you. I hear a song wants to come out first. Yeah. And this one wants to hide. We have track 3 by Young Buck. Only God Can Judge Me. Yeah, so there is definitely this energy of being in this divine, you know, like divinity of like, yeah, La Divina, like only God can judge me. I am divine too. So that is freaking awesome. But there is some sort of young buck in your life. And you know, bucks, that's some Sagittarius energy, you know, like bucks, you know, are walking around. We have Lou Reed coming out stuck. I think of you, but not that often. survive your own war, learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. Honestly, this feels like someone else that's been hanging around stuck in your energy. This is that young buck where, you know, they play these games of some sort of heartstring of like, hey, you know, I'm thinking of you, but it's not that often. But even just that little bit of thinking of you just drives you wild, and you can like psychically feel it, is what I'm getting. And this person's lifestyle has been survive your own war. They have been taught for some reason that love is some sort of heartbreak. It's funny because Gemini had this in their read, and they also had that in Ninkata. So many of you could be dealing with a Gemini, or it could just be in terms of the twins. I usually get general twin flame energy from Gemini readings, to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, and this person, it's like they have created some sort of battlefield, right? And, you know, has basically gone to war with you over love. And, you know, it's every time, you know, every time you don't really care if they think about you, then they start thinking about you. And it's not that often because you can't get over it that often, right? It's very out of shift. Or out of balance. And we have the inspiration is learn to walk hand in hand with magic and loss. So it looks like, you know, the energy that you're stuck in is basically how this aspect of loss, of having whoever this playboy is, like having that loss influence how you're walking hand in hand with magic, and how you are, you know, manifesting rather than creating. Okay, a song wants to come out. What can I do? The chorus. Now that's what I call music. Yeah. And I feel like you're like, well, what can I do about it? Like, what do I do when I'm this way? We have the number 42, and this is a time where both people are learning how to have a stable foundation, you know, spiritually and physically. And it does feel like some sort of separation of learning that in some sort of way. Why is this philosophy no longer serving? We have the 10 of Pentacles, because you can't complete this cycle together, especially if it has to do with coming together financially, coming together physically, coming together in terms of having a family. It just can't, because there's a war zone. You can't have a family in a war zone. You know? And you can't have a family with someone who's not going to be thinking of you. You have to think of your family all the time. That's, you know, that's one of the beautiful things, is that you learn not to just do what is in the benefit of you. You know, you also think about the benefit of others. And then, of course, you expand your consciousness to then feel that for everybody, right, Leo? But let's learn a little bit more about Lou Reed here. All right, Lou Reed from the United States, 1942 to 2013. From his early days as a taboo-busting, gender-fluid representative of a sexually ambiguous underworld, to his later incarnation as grizzlied elder statesman and unlikely Tai Chi master, okay, Lou Reed was never afraid to alienate or to wipe the adorning grins off the faces of his fans, approaching songwriting with a novelist's pitiless, sardonic eye. Whew. Few other artists have exerted such a vast influence on those who have followed them than Reed and the Velvet Underground. Combining ferocious sonic experimentation and an exploration of the sublime miseries of urban lowlife, they extended the boundaries of rock and roll into strange, dark, and dirty directions that are still being traversed today. Yeah, so it's like someone kind of puts you down in the dirt here, where it's like, you know, kind of the urban lowlife energy, very strange, dark, dirty, you know, energy, and you're kind of stuck that's kind of how it was, that's the way the masculine was. And the issue that it seems that you're stuck in is that you want to just have this stable sort of family, you know, but they're a young buck. Down, DZ, Dubstep Collection. Yeah, this has gotten you down. I feel it. It really has gotten you down. But let's see. What's the light energy? I'm hearing it's all about them. Yeah, Sylveon X. It's all about the ex. That's why you're still stuck in their energy of like, you know, like this could have to do with dress up or trying to make things look prettier than they are, which is definitely trying to dress up the situation. And I feel like that's kind of what you're stuck in here. It's like, you know, things were really dirty and, you know, someone was just creating a war field between you two, and you just kept going down this war field. And how, if you're in war, do you expect to have this, right? So, yeah, it just feels like you're kind of dressing up the past here, and that's the issue. It says, when a Pokemon X has been knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards. So yeah, like, it's like, there's always someone knocking someone out, right? And then once you like knock them out, well, then you get a prize card. It's like, there's very much a competition of, yeah, we're going to knock each other down because we care to do that sort of energy. But it's like, what's the shadow here? I do hear that a song wants to come out. We have Don't Speak by No Doubt. So yeah, there is something about not talking at all. Not talking. And yeah, with No Doubt. There's no doubt that there's no talking. Okay, we have 36. So 36 is some sort of third-party situation, and also has to do with how it interacts with on a day-to-day basis, or a day-to-day basis, or some sort of like health situation or something like that. But let's see what wanted to hide here. We have Spupa using tackle. So it does look like there is some energy trying to hide, and it's how the heart was hurt, how the heart chakra has been tackled in some sort of way. It says, the beaks of bird Pokemon can't begin to scratch its stale warp body. To defend itself, it spews powder. So it looks like in order to defend oneself, someone got very cold here. And like the beaks of the bird Pokemon can't begin to scratch its stale warp body. What I'm getting is that other people can't even begin to kind of shave the surface of it. And it's like you haven't been able to kind of really talk to anybody about it. Let's see. The drying of the lawns, the tallest man on earth. So yeah, the drying of the lawns. This is like, things have been wet for a very long time. They've, okay, Leo. They've been very emotional for a very long time. And now it's time to air it out with, you know, the air. The communication really needs to be like, whoo, just psychically aired out. And the tallest man on earth, this could be like with someone who's really tall, or maybe like, you know, you just think that they're the greatest, right? It's definitely kind of an obsession about an ex, and the wild hunt that you have gone on. And I will say, you know, Leos, I have Leo moon, so, you know, but Leos love to hunt, right? They're cats of prey or whatever. So yeah, they will definitely, you know, they like to hunt their food, they like to hunt their mate, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely this, do they like to rest most of the time? Absolutely. Right, they're cat. So I understand, but let's see how this is blocking your abundance and luck. All right. So coming out stuck, going right to that, we have Nina Simone coming out stuck. So this is your divine feminine power that is really getting stuck here, right? We have Nina Simone. You know, I don't know too much about her, but I do know, you know, some of her most beautiful songs. She has an amazing voice. But here she is in her divine feminine energy, wearing the Ankh, you know, and the Ankh is representative of when you take that Kundalini and you bring it to your heart center, right? And through the, you know, sexual intent, bringing it to your heart, and then bringing it to your crown, right? To release it, and then bringing it back to the heart, and just keep regenerating love and how you're manifesting love, and that's it. Yeah, so it looks like that's what's getting stuck here. Your Kundalini can't get out of, you know, some selfish wants of your heart. Oof. Okay, never trust cures from the system that made you sick. Yeah, you can't trust, if this person has made you sick, which, you know, they definitely put you through a war field, you can't expect them to, you know, fix something that was making you sick. You know, they can't. When it comes to the lifestyle, when love is no longer on the menu, don't eat. So I feel like for some of you, you're having some eating disorders, to be honest, but you need to remember, if you're eating anything, you know, physically, spiritually, whatever, that is not good for you, do not be eating it. And the inspiration is, there's nothing more beautiful than speaking truth to power. So it does look like part of the energy that I'm feeling is that you feel like you have to roar so loud at this person. There's definitely this kind of like cute little chasing game. Like, you know, usually there's only one Pokemon here, but as you can see, there's also an unevolved Eevee. So yeah, and look how, you know, to try to get that X back, it's like, ooh, look at me and my pretty ribbons and da 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 da. Yeah. All right. Let's see, with Nina Simone, United States, 1933 to 2003. Nina Simone was the patron saint of rebellion, living a life of unflinched honesty, distinguished by a fearless commitment to the cause of freedom and a refusal to be limited by her race or gender. Someone's talents were truly inimitable. Her peerless interpretations of the songs that she wrote or covered captured both the limits of morality and the mysteries of spirit. Blessed with this gift of fire, her mix of lyrical boldness, raging passion, and righteous political bombast made her a hero to younger generations who listen to her when they want to know how freedom might sound like. Yeah, like Nina Simone, one thing about her, she didn't let anything get in her way, not her gender, not her race. No, she was in her divine feminine power and was able to manifest a life that she wanted for herself. Right? And she definitely did that. She definitely did that. My knees are like burning all of a sudden, you guys. So definitely be careful of your knees is what I'm hearing. Woof. Weird. Okay. So yeah, you know, it's about how you are using your divine feminine power and magic. Let's see what wants to come out. Cheap trick. I want you to want me. Yeah, 1. And 4. Like, the thing is, 4 is the number of the foundation. There was some sort of cheap trick about a foundation that was built of like one person just wanting the other person, right? Of this game of cat and mouse. Oof. All right, let's see. It's just blocking your abundance here with 1 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're not able to communicate correctly. Not with this person, and it's definitely not the universe. Because the way you're talking to yourself, the way that, you know, your magic is being used when it comes to air energy, which is communication, it's just off. It's just off. I'm sorry, Leo. Let's see, what's the light energy? So strong energy, that's good. Yeah, it's like it used to be stronger is what I'm hearing, but you are really letting it go. You are in your divine feminine power, but we did see that there was an intrusion in your heart chakra. So the thing is that they're still hanging out like, hey, you know you love me. And it's like, seriously, you're really gonna go that low to like do this again and then hide out in like the smallest corner of my heart? Like, seriously? But the thing is, sometimes we let them there, right? So this is something definitely that needs to be tackled in the heart chakra. Yeah, haunter, using hypnosis. This person wants to keep you asleep in some sort of way. And this is someone from the past, right? Ghosts from the past that have been haunting your third eye here. It does definitely look like this energy is not getting stronger, right? It is dissipating. It's, yeah, getting very much smaller, but it's still there. It says, if you get the feeling of being watched in darkness when no one is around, haunter is there. Yeah, so it's like, you know, even when you feel like you're alone, you know, you can feel them there. It's like you psychically feel them there. And that's how they're intruding on your heart, is because it looks like they're still breaking through some sort of psychic barrier that was put up. All right, let's see what's going on in the shadow. Yeah, more psychic. Oof, Hoopa in reverse. Honestly, I felt a portal created, and it's portal strike. Like, I was literally seeing someone going into someone's mind and being like, haha, look, I can still do this. Like, I can still psychically attack you. Like, it might not be psychically attacking, but might be coming in and being like, hey, da-da-da-da-da, like, you know, I'm not ready to talk, but here I am. Like, know that I'm still here. There definitely is someone working with portal energy, okay? So be very careful about how many, like, mirrors and stuff. Cleanse your mirrors, Leo. Cleanse your mirrors. Whew. Because Hoopa literally is like, he's a rude, crude dude, kind of. Like, I mean, he doesn't mean to be, but he, once it evolved, right, it created, like, a black hole, basically, of doing dimensions. And, you know, it takes a certain type of nefarious work in order to do that. But yeah, there definitely is some portal work going on by somebody. Whew. It says, it is said to be able to seize anything it desires with 6 rings and 6 huge arms. With its power sealed, it's transformed into a much smaller form. Yeah, so it's like they come to try to steal your strength here, like your muscles, like, I'm gonna get you kind of energy. It's really weird. They might have been, you know, it talks about 6 rings and 6 huge arms. So that's definitely something that's happening on a consistent basis, 6 and 6. Yeah, it's like they are able to get inside of your body, you know, by telepathically communicating with you. So, yeah, you got to get them out, Leo. You got to get them out. All right, let's do a song to go into the extended shock doctrine. Welder remix. So yeah, this might seem a little bit shocking that they have this ability to do this, but yeah, if they're in your third eye and you don't know how to protect your third eye, then yes, you know, people can make portals in order to get to you. But we have STS9, Peace Blaster. So it looks like maybe they actually, you know, want to have some sort of peace. They don't know how. So it might actually be that it's not necessarily a nefarious intent. You know, they are who they are. We can love them unconditionally for who they are, but not allowing them to treat us this way, right? But anyway, Welder remix. Yeah, definitely something with rings and welding rings. Like, I don't know if they've been married 6 times, or like they said like, oh, in 6 months, or something with rings. Like, it's like they want to put a ring on it and they're just haunting your mind, but make it a war field to get to you. And it's like, all right, well, if you're just going to have war, then how are we going to have this? So, all right, Leo, like I said, if you want to follow me into the extended for a new philosophy that can help you get out of this, as well as some advice on how to bring in your luck and abundance, I will see you in the extended. The link is in the description box below. And check out the trailer to see if you resonate. And if not, then good luck with the situation. I'm sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.